If you've been searching for a Ninebot F2 speed hack, you've probably seen videos promising instant speed boosts, secret apps, and firmware tricks that claim to turn your scooter into a much faster machine. But how much of that is actually true? Today, we're going to look at what the Ninebot F2 is capable of from the factory, why different riders see different top speeds, what modifications people talk about online, and the risks that come with trying to unlock extra performance. Why are people searching for speed hacks? First, some riders feel that 20 or 25 kilometers per hour isn't fast enough for longer commutes. Second, people often discover online discussions where riders claim their F2 reaches around 32 kilometers per hour after certain modifications. Community discussions and videos frequently reference region changes, serial number modifications, or controller replacements as ways riders attempt to increase speed. And third, many riders simply enjoy customizing their scooters. The problem is that not every method works on every scooter. Firmware versions change, manufacturers release updates, and techniques that worked a year ago may no longer work today. The reality of firmware and region changes. One of the most common claims online involves changing the scooter's region settings. Some users report that different regional configurations can affect speed limits and available features. However, many recent discussions show that success varies significantly depending on firmware version and scooter model. Some users report that methods that previously worked no longer function after updates. This is why you'll often see conflicting information. One rider says a method worked perfectly. Another rider says the exact same method did absolutely nothing. In many cases, firmware updates can change how the scooter handles region settings, making older tutorials unreliable. The biggest risks nobody talks about. Here's where things get serious. When riders attempt to bypass manufacturer restrictions, there are several potential risks. First, warranty concerns. Many modification guides and tutorials specifically warn that changes may affect warranty coverage. Second, reliability concerns. The scooter was engineered around specific performance targets. Increasing speed can place additional stress on components. Third, legal concerns. Speed limits for electric scooters vary by country and region. Exceeding local limits may violate regulations. And finally, safety concerns. Even within scooter communities, many experienced riders caution against pushing commuter scooters far beyond their intended design speeds. Can hardware modifications increase speed? Some online communities discuss hardware-based approaches such as controller replacements or custom firmware setups. These methods are generally more complex than simple app-based changes and often require technical knowledge, specialized tools, and acceptance of the associated risks. Various tutorials and forums discuss these options, but results vary widely depending on the scooter model and firmware version. For most casual riders, these modifications are significantly more involved than the quick fixes often advertised in short-form videos. What should you do instead? If your goal is better real-world performance, there are safer options. Keep your tires properly inflated, maintain a healthy battery, reduce unnecessary weight when possible, use the scooter's highest legal riding mode when appropriate, and if you genuinely need substantially higher speeds, consider upgrading to a model specifically designed for that performance level rather than forcing a commuter scooter beyond its intended limits.